So I've worked my 12 double crochets into the circle, and then you join to that last bit with a slip stitch, which is just a simple stitch. And then we're going to make a sort of daisy pattern. So that's two, what does it say? Let me have a check. 3 chain, 1 DC and 1 DC, and then 2 chain. So there's 3 chain, and then 1 DC, and then 2 chain, and then 1 DC, and then 2 chain, and then 1 DC. And then let's have a look and see what's happening. Oh look, so we've got like a little daisy pattern happening around the outside. So the 2 chain makes a little loop for a petal, and then the DC holds it down again. There we are. So keep going all the way around. So here's our little ring with the sort of daisy chain pattern around it, and I've fastened off the orange yarn, and I'm going to trim that off later. So it says starting off in any 2 chain space. So that's one of these here, one of those little holes. And the best way to do that with a new colour is to start with a slip knot, as we've done before. So there's my slip knot. Hook through the 2 chain space and through the slip knot. Oh, there we go. And then let's get the show on the road. Now it says here to make a 3 treble cluster into this space. So I'll do a 3 chain and then do my first treble, but leaving that last stitch on the hook. 1, 2. Now what I'm doing here is when I go round, look, there's the end of the white yarn, and I've just sort of tucked it under there so that as I work it'll get embedded underneath all those stitches, and that'll save me having to sew it in later on. So I've done my treble space, and then I'm going to make a 3 chain and then work a 4 treble cluster. There we are. 1, 2, 3, and then hold that one there, and then into the next one there. So don't forget, you keep that last stitch. Oh, it's all getting a bit fiddly. Keep the last stitch loop from each stitch on the hook. Oh, I've got a bit of an extra bit there, haven't I? So let's get that off. And then up through, oh, and it's 4 trebles this one, so there's an extra one. There we are. And then 1, 2, 3, and then we go all the way around. Okay, so here we are on the 3rd round, and this is the periwinkle blue round. I love the periwinkle with this really bright orange. And the idea on this round is that you make a 2 treble cluster, and then there's a chain between them. So we're going to, I've got my 2 treble cluster there, and there's 1 chain, and then another one here. So keeping the loops on the hook. There we are, and pull that through, and then the next 2 treble goes straight into that space there with no chain between it. 1, 2. Of course, it goes without saying that the bigger the circle, the more stitches you need. So there we go. So another 2 treble there, and then into the next round. It's looking good. Okay, so we're nearly there, and here we are with our navy yarn. And the idea with this pattern is that you have these single rows of trebles along the side, and then double trebles in the corner. So here's your corner, and you've got treble, a double treble, approaching the corner, then 2 double trebles, the chains go round the corner, then 2 double trebles, then this, in the next space, which is there, there's going to be another double treble, oh, and a treble. Gosh, can you hear that wind? I think I might have to go. Batten down the hatches, there's a storm coming. But there you go, going around the corners. I think you can cope with it from there. I'm going to go and cope with the rain. Bye now.